Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just four walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
Chevy Silverado has what it takes to do it all. With a TurboMax engine and a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Any truck can help you make a living. This one helps you build a life. Chevy Silverado.
Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for $299 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Lawrence Tech Sports Network for game number 2 of this 4-game series between Lawrence Tech and Rochester Christian. John Stone and Travis Harris with you back. Lawrence Tech took the opener of this doubleheader by a final of 6-1, and now look for a possible doubleheader sweep as Ethan Hockendoner will get the ball to start game 2, and Hockendoner coming in, making his 6th start, and a 2-1 record has really gotten to a groove, a 3.7 ERA in over 24 innings of work. Hockendoner is definitely coming into his own after coming out of the bullpen a good variety amount last year. On the way to Jayerman, and got jammed to the first pitch. It's softly hit. Reed with a long throw, tripped as he threw it, and the throw is away, and it is going to be jammed right in front of the dugout. Good backup by Hardy as that one skipped by Earhart. But Trent Reed looked like he got caught in his footing as he threw that ball, and it ended up being way low.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play to make anyway, but as you said, it just maybe got caught in his footing a little bit and throw was a little wild. So leadoff man on here for the Warriors.
So for Lawrence Tech, after having no errors in that first game, Rochester Christian having 4, it is an early error against Lawrence Tech to put a runner on. That one's a swinging bunt. Hockendoner only has one play, and he slips as he falls, and that throw is barely in time as Earhart had to scoop it out.
Man, nice throw to make, though, as he was slipping to the ground.
So 2 plays in which the footing of the fielders have definitely been an issue. Reed in the dirt, and then Hockendoner was on his backside when he threw that ball. So there's one out and a runner in scoring position early on for the Warriors. And that's going to bring up Bateman. Off speed, just misses outside. Lawrence Tech improving to 7-4 in conference play after that first win in game one. Rochester Christian still searching for their first conference win and have dropped now 15 straight games. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. A big hat there by Bateman. He wanted all that when it came up empty.
Yeah, he was trying to put that one in the parking lot and just couldn't make contact.
Bateman with only one home run and 11 runs batted in. He looks at a strike. It's now 1-2. Bit of a different looking lineup. For Lawrence Tech this time around in game number 2. Rochester Christian also doing some movement. And that one skips on by Hardy to the backstop, and that's going to put the runner now at third base, and an early scoring opportunity now for Rochester Christian to take an early lead here. It's going to go down as a wild pitch. Cam Hardy is getting the start behind home plate. Making his only second start. He's played in a total now of 5 games. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, and a huge strikeout for Hockendoner, and there's 2 outs.
Again, another big swing there, and he's able to get him, and huge strikeout.
Next, number 34, LaRue.
2 away now for Jack LaRue. LaRue had himself a really good game back in game 1. Went 2 out of 3. Was on base 3 times, though. Off speed, fastball rather, misses high and in. Rochester Christian got their one lone run in the 5th inning of game 1. That one is fouled away, 1-1 the count. Hockendoner, within his 24 innings of work, has given up 15 hits, 10 total earned runs, 22 walks, and 25 strikeouts. Just off the edge, 2-1. It's been a very good sunny day out here in Utica. Has been averaging in the mid-50s with a lot of wind, though. The wind has played a factor with some fly balls and a lot of fly ball outs. That one misses high. Now it's 3-1. An error on the leadoff man. And a ground out and then a strikeout. Here's a 3-1. On the edge and a full count.
Perfect pitch.
So for Hockendoner trying to elude the leadoff error and a runner straight at third base. Here's the payoff. That one is laced into the grab. Cutting over his sternum, but it goes over his glove. And it goes to the wall, and it's going to be an RBI double for LaRue. And the Warriors jump out in front 1-0 here in the first.
Good piece hitting by LaRue, was able to drive that one, and the error does come back to haunt the Blue Devils.
So that first run will be unearned. As that was the theme back in game 1 for Lawrence Tech. It was all based on the errors of Rochester in which they were able to capitalize most of their opportunities. Still 2 outs. That's going to bring up Tony DeGrazio. He will get the start behind the plate here in game number 2 as he looks at a first pitch off speed for a called strike. DeGrazio in his sophomore year, he's hitting .233. A half swing, and they did say he swung, so quickly Hockendoner's ahead 0-2. Trying to leave a damage of only 1 one run across. The 0-2. Missed away with the fastball. 1-2 now. DeGrazio, a native of Lake Orion, Michigan. A 1-2. Another half swing, and they appeal over at second, and he did not swing. That is a tough angle for the field umpire who's now in the midfield position. And with only a two-man umpire crew, you would think a third base umpire would be able to make that call. But now it's a 2-2 count. Outside again and another full count. A swing and a miss. Hardy to throw to first, and that will retire the side. But a run comes across on an error, and Rochester Christian finds himself ahead 1-0. We go to the home half of the first inning.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Blue Devils, center fielder number 22, Joel Sermon.
Joel Sermon will lead things off for Lawrence Tech in the bottom half of the first. Sermon got the start on the mound in game number 1, went 5 innings, gave up only one run on 7 hits. He's now back in his daily center field duties. Swinging away first pitch, and he fouls it back. Pitcher for game number 2 for the Warriors is Brian Masterson. And Masterson's going to be making his 7th start. A 1-5 record. His one win was a complete game effort. And he's coming in with a total of 30 innings of work as he delivers outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Down low, 1-2 now. Sternman has made contact in all 3 of his plate appearances back in that first game. That one is popped up. Still a lot of foul territory, and it will get out of play. It actually will drop.
Just out of the reach of the third baseman.
That's Marco Murillo starting at third base. Lucas Bateman starting at second. A different constructed infield for Rochester Christian in the second game. A 1-2. That one is drilled. That one's deep to right field, and that one is going to be gone. Joel Sturdivant, a leadoff home run here in the first to tie it at 1 apiece.
Well, he nearly hit one out in a very similar spot in game 1, and he finally got enough of it in game 2 to give the Blue Devils on the board here.
First home run of the year for Joel Sturdivant.
Shortstop number 16, Trent Reed.
A huge celebration outside that LTU bench as they definitely like that. Now Trent Reed. He looks at a first pitch strike. Reed had that throwing error back in the first inning, which led to the Rochester Christian run. He swings and fouls that one straight back. And again, Masterson has gone ahead 0-2 on 2 straight hitters. And for Reed, he's definitely looking for a bit of redemption on that throwing error, trying to get himself on base. He got picked up, though, by Sturdivant on that home run to at least tie it. Front door bender is low and in for ball 1. That home run given up by Masterson, that was only his 3rd home run given up so far in the year. Another one, and that one is drilled to left. That one's got good carry. The wind is going to die it at the wall as it's misplayed, and Trent Reed is going to be at second with a double.
The ball is flying all over the yard here in game 2.
Brendan DeFlorio had trouble with the read as the wind was definitely going to die it down. So 2 straight hits. Reed is able to redeem himself by getting himself in scoring position. That sets the stage for Zach Meyer, who has moved up. He hit 5th in the lineup in game 1. Now he's moved up 2 spots to the number 3 spot. And he puts it in play into right field. And they're going to hold up Reed at 3rd. Runners at the corners with nobody out as Zach Meyer continues to hit.
Yeah, Reed kind of got a late run on that ball.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, right fielder number 6, Jake Yanessa.
A well-earned move up in the lineup, and he makes the best of it. And that's going to set the stage now for Jake Yanessa. Meyer is DHing in this game, so he will run for himself. Yanessa to try to put LTU in front. Looks at a first pitch strike right at the knees. That one misses low. 1-1 now. A throw back to first to check on Meyer. Tie game with nobody out. You still never know with head coach Stan Eldridge to throw caution on the base paths. Another throwback.
A couple of close plays over there at first, or relatively close. So Rochester Christian keeping in mind LTU's aggressive reputation.
Off speed just misses. 2-1 the count on Jake Yanessa. I'd like to remind you folks that these 2 teams will face off again tomorrow on Sunday. Same times, 1 and 4. There goes the run from first as that one is popped up into right. Tracking it back is Peterson, and he'll make the catch. This will bring in a run as Reed will tag from 3rd, and it's going to be a sac fly for Jake Yanessa to give Blue Devils the early lead back. It's 2-1.
Yeah, I didn't know if that ball would have had enough on it, but it carried almost
Now batting for the Blue Devils, first baseman number 10, Jason Earhart.
So now they'll bring up Jason Earhart. hits total in the inning for LTU. Earhart looks at a strike on the outside edge. A big hack there and wound up getting a chip. 0-2 now. Earhart's swing is definitely short and compact, but it is powerful to watch. As we saw in the first game when he had an absolute bullet back to the mound. And 0-2. Missed outside, 1-2. For head coach Stan Eldridge, the configuration of this top five of the lineup is definitely something to be a threat to handle. 1-2. Curveball in the back door, called strike 3. A strikeout for the second out of the inning.
Earhart didn't seem to like the call, but it was a beautiful curveball for strike 3.
2 outs now for Nick McCormick. McCormick is playing in his 14th game. He's making his 4th start. Another young infielder on the rise. Swings away and he pops it straight up. Bateman and LaRue talking about it, and it's going to be LaRue to make the catch. So, 2 runs come across to give Lawrence Tech back the lead. It is 2-1 after 1 inning of play. Top of the second inning, Ethan Hockendoner back to work, has now been given a lead, and that one is cut on and missed by DeFlorio. 0-1 the count. High for ball 1. 1-1 now. Hockendoner had to work out of a jam back in the first inning, giving up a hit in an error. That one's fouled back, 1-2. That error eventually came around to score, giving the Warriors their first lead, and which was quickly squandered away by Lawrence Tech back in the bottom half. The 1-2. Just missed. Down low and away. 2-2 now. That one is a called strike three. Painted the fastball on the inner half. 1 out away here in the second.
Shortstop Raymond Perez the third.
Second strikeout for Hockendoner. That one is low and away to Raymond Perez. Perez getting another start at short. That one is hit softly into right. Out comes Reed, and it drops in for a base hit. 3 Blue Devils converged, but that just found the open spot in the outfield. And that's a 1-out single for Raymond Perez.
Yeah, that was one of those, no matter what, that was one of those in no man's land that I don't think anyone was going to get to. So, blue pick, got to recover and get the next batter out if you're LTU.
Third baseman Marco Murillo.
Runner on first with 1 out for Marco Murillo. Runner goes on first pitch, and it's a hit and run, and there's no play at second as Earhart steps on the bag. So Murillo does his job by putting the ball in play, and that puts a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
So RCU trying to be a little bit aggressive with the hit and run, and they did get a runner in scoring position and avoided the double play, so good job by them.
Right fielder Jaden Peterson.
Jaden Peterson now. 2 outs, runner at second. That one is hit softly. Earhart has a play in foul ground, and he just can't get it on the dive.
Nice diving attempt, but just too much foul ground here at Jimmy John's field.
Earhart made 2 pop-up catches in that foul territory back in game 1. Almost had a shot there. And you can see by his expression, he definitely probably should have had that one. A great athlete he is, both at first and also behind the plate. The 0-1. Inside with the fastball, 1-1. That one's low and away, 2-1 the count. Hockendoner looking for a much cleaner inning. The 2-1. Just off the edge, 3-1 now. Third 3-ball count that Hockendoner has gotten himself into. That one just misses high for ball 4. First walk by Hockendoner, and that's going to put 2 runners on with 2 outs. And that's going to turn the lineup over to Luke Jagerman.
The center fielder Luke Jagerman.
Jagerman reached on the air by Trent Reed back in the first and eventually came around to score. Swinging away first pitch and fouls it straight back, 0-1.
Very aggressive swing there. Definitely trying to do damage.
We saw the Rochester Christian players, especially the top end of the lineup, really trying to attack those first pitches back in game 1. There it is on the corner, inside part of the plate, and now Hockendoner is ahead 0-2. That one misses high, and it gets by Hardy to the backstop. Both runners will move up. Another wild pitch, the second one for Hockendoner.
Command has been a little bit spotty today, and just got away from Hardy. See if LTU can recover.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Hockendoner strikes him out. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that will retire the side. They leave 2 runners aboard. It's still 2-1. Lawrence Tech. We go to the home half of the second inning.
Second inning for the Blue Devils. Left fielder number 15, Nick Post.
Nick Post will lead things off for Lawrence Tech in the bottom half of the second inning. Looks at a first pitch curveball in there for a strike by Masterson. That was shot foul. 0-2 now. Masterson quickly ahead. Post getting the start in left field today, was in center back in game 1. That one's inside and low. 1-2 now. And for Post last year, he had to deal with a lot of injuries, primarily a quad injury, but he also had to work a little bit of versatility as he did some time at third base. That one is softly hit. It's going to dump in for a base hit. Post on a 1-2 pitch gets into left for a leadoff single to begin this bottom half of the second.
Good piece of hitting down 1-2 in the count. Just was able to serve in the left center field.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, second baseman number 12, Brett Reed.
Early base runner is going to bring up Brett Reed, who back in game 1 hit a towering fly ball that cleared that right field wall when Lawrence Tech was answering back. Looks at a strike, first pitch. Reed getting another start at second base. An up-and-coming versatile player. And is definitely going to swing a good bat. Just missed low. Masterson wanted that one. It's now 1-1. Swung on and missed. Reed pulled the string in the off-speed pitch and came up empty. 1-2 the count. Throw back to first to check on Post.
Post back in there easily.
One, two. Swung on and missed. Reed strikes out, and that's the first out of the inning. Second strikeout for Masterson.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, catcher, number 5, Cam Hardy.
That's going to bring up Cam Hardy, getting the start behind the plate here tonight. Hardy has only had 5 at-bats, and in those 5 at-bats, he has put together 3 hits, 1 run across, and 2 RBIs in his junior year. Runner goes on first pitch, and that one is laced, but it goes foul. Hardy just been in front of that one.
Gotta love the aggressiveness. Hit and run on. Thought that was going to score a run, but it just hooked foul.
Hardy has definitely been working a lot on his swing, as that was one factor in which he was definitely struggling with last year. But during his freshman year, being a former teammate of his, he got a lot of time behind the plate working back and back with Earhart, as that's another check on post. Hardy, definitely a versatile, reliable catcher, is definitely trying to produce on the offensive side as well. As if Hardy definitely gets in there on the act, Lawrence Tech can potentially have 3 catching options that are potential threats at the plate, as that's a front door bender in there for a strike. And Hardy looks back at the umpire and says he thought that was inside. But it's a 0-2 count. 0-2. That one is hit softly off the end of the bat, and coming in and making the grab is, and now Post forgot how many outs there are, and he's going to be doubled up. And now the ball is dropped, and he's going to be safe. LaRue only had to do was just step on the base, and yet Post ran right into the glove as he went for the tag.
Wow, what a sequence of events there.
I mean, Jack LaRue, all he had to do was just touch first base, but instead he went for the tag and the ball popped out. So instead of a double play to end the inning continues. That was DeFlorio with the catch, but a huge break for Lawrence Tech. And now it's Sterneman, who looks at a first pitch strike. Sterneman homered in his first at bat to lead off the game for Lawrence Tech. That tied it for the moment, and then Lawrence Tech would eventually take the lead. That one misses outside, 1-1. Two outs, runner at first. That one misses low and in, 2-1. If anything else, it's a luck for the inning to continue, to at least flip the lineup over for Lawrence Tech. Runner goes, and that throw to second is going to be not in time, and it skips into center field off the foot of Post, and he's going to reach third base.
You can tell right out of the hand that that throw is off. And hit the runner, and Nick Post able to get to third base. And
timeout is called as pitch was outside, so the count is 3-1. And now potential add-on run is 90 feet away for Sterneman. As by correction, the umpire signals 2-2. He did not see the strike call, so it's a 2-2 count. Swung on and missed, and Masterson strikes out Sterneman, and that will end the side. They leave a runner stranded at third. Still 2-1. Lawrence Tech is on top. Brandon Alpaugh to lead things off, the DH for Rochester Christian today, as he looks at a strike on the outside edge. Off speed and a foul tip. Quickly ahead, 0-2 is Hockendoner. That one misses way outside, and it goes to the backstop. 1-2 now. Nearly wanted to favor, but it misses low. 2-2 now the count on Alpaugh. Called strike 3. Another strikeout looking for Hockendoner, and that's the first out of the inning.
Beautiful pitch to freeze him. Get the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, Bateman.
One away now for Lucas Bateman, who gets the start at second base in this game after being at third base back in game 1. Bateman struck out in his first at bat. A half swing, and do they appeal at first? And he does go. Definitely was a close enough call to make. Either umpire could have gone either way. 1-1 the count. High for ball 2. Couple of clouds in the area forming a little bit of a shade. Off speed, low and away. 3-1 the count. Third straight inning for Hockendoner. He's gone to a 3-ball count. Big cut and a miss. Bateman has definitely shown off the big swing in these 2 plate appearances, and now the count goes full. Here's the payoff. Just missed the edge. Lawrence Tech was crouching in for the strikeout throw around, but instead it's ball 4, the second walk by Hockendoner.
Yeah, Hockendoner definitely gave a long look into the umpire there. He wanted that call.
First baseman, Jack LaRue.
So a 1-out base runner for Jack LaRue. LaRue's definitely been on his point. He delivered the big base hit that gave Rochester Christian the early lead. Swinging early, cut through and miss.
Huge swing there, trying to do some damage. Re-give Rochester Christian the lead there.
Was able to power it to center field, even through the wind, and got it over Sternman's glove. Bateman with a little bit of jab step at first as that pitch misses low. And Rochester Christian has definitely not been afraid to show off the hit and run action. We've seen it in both games. One worked out to perfection. That one misses high, 2-1. Off speed away, and for back-to-back batters, that's now another 3-1 count. Quick check over at first on Bateman.
Didn't seem to have a particularly big lead, so he's back in there easily.
More for the sense that Rochester Christian is going to let their middle of the lineup swing, as that one misses low for ball 4. So back-to-back walks after getting the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring out Stan Eldridge. Actually, it's just going to bring out Jimmy Mancuso, the pitching coach. Seems like both coaches were trying to race each other out to see who was going to talk to them. Runners on first and second as Mancuso is going to talk to his young right-hander. As we mentioned, Hockendoor coming in with only 22 walks. He has walked now 3 so far within 3 innings.
He was trying to tell him to calm down, stay within himself.
There is action going on in the Blue Devils bullpen. Especially within a 9-inning game. This is where either team can easily go to their bullpen and make it a good length of a game.
Yeah, and this is where the benefit of teams saving their bullpen arms for 9-inning game, this is where it really pays off.
Showing bunt is Grazioli as he looks at a ball down the dirt. With basically an out to give, Grazioli can easily lay one down. And to your point there, Travis, the fact that Rochester Christian still got 6 innings of work out of their starter, Butcher, and still giving up the 6 runs. A big swing there by Grazioli, comes up empty. 1-1 the count. They have a jump step over there by Bateman at second base as the pitch misses outside. One run on 3 hits. A step off and a throw. I just got away. And nobody covering second, but there's still no advancement. Now runners at the corners with 1 out. Hockendoner stepped with the inside move, and then Reed was almost blocked by the runner, but it was a tough throw. Still a double play opportunity. That's going to be the second error by Lawrence Tech.
Yeah, they played a very clean game in game 1, but a little bit sloppy here in game 2. We saw what can happen when that happened.
That one's fouled away. Now the count evens up at 2-2. But just like the first game in these scenarios, the pitching was able to get out of it with a couple of double plays. Down low, full count now. The 3rd straight 3-ball count for Hockendoner in this inning. A big pitch coming up here. That one misses for ball 4, the 3rd walk of the inning. That's going to load the bases with 1 out for Brendan DeFlorio.
So DeFlorio has a huge opportunity to break this game open.
They're going to give a courtesy runner over at first.
Left fielder Brendan DeFlorio.
That's Mason Young. That one misses down low to DeFlorio. That one just misses low for ball 2. Hockendoner trying to find his command back in the biggest scenarios. Both quarter infielders are playing just about over the cut of the grass. That one misses high. Now it's 3-0.
The command has gone completely away. He's going to have to find it. This could get out of hand in a hurry.
That one misses low, and he walks in a run. Tie game at 2. 4 walks have come around. That's going to bring out Stan Eldridge. And that is going to do it as the call to the bullpen has been made. Hockendoner only goes 2 1/3 innings giving up 2 runs. So for a pitching change, we'll step aside. We'll be right back.
On the mound for the Blue Devils, number 27, Kent Maddox.
I can see me sitting in the back of a cop car, banging my head on a window. I can see me slamming that last car shot glass, losing everything in my billfold. Ooh, that's what I do when I'm drinking about you. So I don't wanna go downtown, doing what we used to. Twist the top on another round. Hell, I got enough loose screws. I'm getting tired of hurting about you. Nothing ever changes. I think I wanna stay right here tonight, 'cause I can be dangerous. 'Cause I can be dangerous. Yeah. I can see me doing just fine with a Daisy Duke down, but I don't see it lasting long. I can see me ordering too many drinks at the bar, get the bartender bored, I'm strong. That's what I do when I'm trying to drink you gone. So I don't wanna go downtown, doing what we used to. Twist the top on another round. Hell, I got enough loose screws. I'm getting tired of hurting about you. Nothing ever changes. I think I wanna stay right here tonight, 'cause I can be dangerous. 'Cause I can be dangerous. Yeah, 'cause you got somebody else.
Bases remain loaded, full of Warriors, in what is now a tie game with 1 out, and Ken Madak is in out of the bullpen for Lawrence Tech. 4 walks put in by Hockendoner. He is responsible for all the runners on base. Madak making his 6th appearance, and nothing bigger than a spot right here as he deals with Perez. Off speed just misses away. 1-0. Madak holding a 4.26 ERA over 6 innings of work, giving up 7 hits and 3 earned runs. That one is shot into right, and that one is slicing and is going to go foul. 1-1 now.
Into the bullpen.
Corner infielders remain in for a possible play at the plate. A big double play chance is definitely needed here. That one is hit in the right. Very well hit. Janessa still drifting. He's going to make the catch. The runners will advance from second and third. Another run is in, and the Warriors grab the lead back. It's 3-2. Perez with the sac fly.
Nearly got that one off the bat. I thought that was going to go out, but was able to get that into the warning track and get the run home. So see if they can do any more damage here this inning.
2 outs now for Marco Murillo. Runners at the corners. That one's popped up. The wind has got carry of it. Hardy and Earhart to try and make it play, but it goes out into the stands. Wind continues to push in from right center, or left center rather. Murillo in his junior year is only playing his 7th game. Hitting 167 as he looks at an off-speed pitch in there for a strike, and Madak ahead of zone 2. That one just misses upstairs, 1-2. All 3 runs for Rochester Christian have been charged to Hockendoner. Madak trying to limit it to what it is right now. The 1-2, runner goes from first, swung on and missed, and that will end the inning. Madak with a huge strikeout, but the Warriors re-grab the lead. It is 3-2 as we head into the home half of the 3rd inning.
Merle said, Mama tried, but the prison still won. Your transgressions are mine as well. Anger grows in my bones, you could not tell. I'll find comfort and company. Lord, forgive us, my boys and me. We're having an all-night revival. Some call the women and someone steal the Bible. For to save my survival. Baptize me in a bottle of bean for Johnny on the vinyl. Well, the devil can't scrap, but the Lord has won. And I'll talk to him under rising sun. His son rose and mine did too. I was coming down, but now I'm talking to you. 'Cause we're having an all night.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Blue Devils, shortstop number 16, Trent Reed.
Lawrence Tech find themselves trailing after 3 innings so far. Rochester Christian now with their second lead as Trent Reed is going to lead things off for Blue Devils against Brian Masterson. That one hits the inside edge for a first pitch strike. That one is cut on and missed. Got a piece of it. Now it's 0-2. That one is hit into left. Racing back to Florio, and he makes the leaping grab. DeFlorio kind of misread that, and at the last moment made a leap for it and hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, designated hitter number 28, Zach Meyer.
One away now for Zach Meyer, who had a single in his first at bat. Meyer continues to put on a hitting clinic as he gets hit on the first pitch, and he take his base. So a one-out base runner for Lawrence Tech as a possible tying run is aboard. Meyer as the DH will have to run for himself.
Number 6, Jake Yanessa.
Runner first now at 1 out for Jake Yanessa. Missing away is Masterson for ball 1. On the edge that time for a called strike. The 1-1. That one gets away, and Meyer's going to go to second on the wild pitch.
So LTU trying to come right back and answer.
Meyer represents the possible tying run. He's at second in scoring position. Yanessa with an RBI hit in his last at bat. That one is skied into center field. Drifting over to make the grab is Jeremy, but it falls. The wind really played tricks with it, and Yanessa's going to be at second, and Meyer is over to third.
Yeah, you could tell just this one, the wind just really fooled the outfielder there. just couldn't get a grasp on it and just fell. And LTU really threatening here now.
So now it's 2 runners aboard with 1 out, and a big chance now for Jason Earhart. Earhart struck out in his last plate appearance, and now he's been given a golden opportunity to give Lawrence Tech back the lead. Rochester Christian's going to bring their infield in, and he swings away, drills it into the gap, and over to make the grab as Peterson. A run does come home. Yanessa is going to go to third, and Earhart delivers to tie it at 3. First ball swing, and he laced it and brings home the 3rd run for Lawrence Tech.
Aggressive, didn't try to do too much, and was just looking to tie the game, and that's exactly what he did.
So now it's going to be up to Nick McCormick to give the Blue Devils a potential lead with Yanessa at 3rd.
Number 49, Nick McCormick.
McCormick popped out in his first plate appearance. High and tight, nearly grazed him. 1-0. McCormick is hitting 167 in a total of 12 plate appearances. Swinging away, drills it to center, and again, Jayerman has to deal with the wind, and he tracks it down this time. So, Lawrence Tech is able to tie it up on the sac fly by Earhart, but they leave the potential go-ahead run at third. We have played 3 innings. It is tied 3-3.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for the Warriors, right fielder number 30, Jaden Peterson.
3-3, a brand new ball game here between LTU and Rochester Christian in game number 2. Madak is back to work. Delivers a first pitch strike in the outer edge to Jaden Peterson. Madak came in relief in the last inning for Hockendoner. Got a fly out and a strikeout to end it. The 0-1. That one's fouled away, and Madak's quickly ahead 0-2 on Peterson. As this will be a bullpen matter for Lawrence Tech for the remainder of this one. A 9-inning game here in game 2. Now misses away. 1-2 now. That one is in on the fist. Really tied him up with the off speed or the foul.
Yeah, Hitter just did a good job of spoiling that one, staying alive.
Swung on, he missed. Madak with his second strikeout, and that starts this inning. That's going to flip the lineup over for Luke Jayerman.
The center fielder, Luke Jayerman.
Jayerman is 1 for 2 so far in this second game. Showing bunt, pulls it back and looks at a pitch low. This Rochester lineup has been showing that habit of showing the bunt to keep the corner infielders on their toes.
Yeah, both teams especially tried to play small ball in game one a little bit.
That one is drilled into left, and that one's going to find some outfield grass. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Post will have to get it in. And Luke Jayerman with a one-out double. And the potential go-ahead run is at second for Rochester Christian with one out.
The designated hitter, Aiden Ospaw.
Was able to cut through the wind that's been blowing in from left center, hit it all the way to the wall out there. That sets up the stage for Aiden Ospaw. Ospaw is 0 for 2, struck out in his last at bat. On the outer edge for a strike. Fourth hit for the Warriors. 3 runs come across. Lawrence Tech with 3 runs on 5 hits through 3 innings. Off speed is popped up. It is straight up in the air. Brett Reed is calling for it, and he makes the grab. And there's 2 gone. Well, you really think with all those pop-ups in the wind, it really starts to fool around a bit.
Yeah.
The second baseman, Luke
Like it
Bateman.
took him a little bit to find that one, but he still got it.
At least he had vicinity in the help of Trent Reed coming over from this shortstop position. 2 gone now for Lucas Bateman. Off speed just misses away. Bateman has struck out and walked. Throw back to second on the inside move, and getting back in there is Jayerman. Kind of read that inside move, and Madak with a shuffle of the feet. A huge size lead by Jayerman, and that one's fouled straight back. 1-1 the count. A 1-1. That one's fouled again, and Madak is ahead 1-2. Madak looking for a scoreless frame to keep this where it's at. One, two. That one is popped up, but it's going to go way foul. Bateman was way out in front on the fist. Another 1-2 pitch from Madak. Swung on and missed. Kent Madak with a scoreless frame, and the one-out double goes to waste at second base. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It remains a 3-3 ball game.
I love the first cast when the water's glass and the line starts to run. But that first sip of a cold beer when the working week's done. I love the twilight in the morning before the day wakes up. The windows down on the first ride in a paid-up truck. And I love a slow down in a beach town with an ocean view. And I love a first fall Saturday trip down to Baton Rouge. And I love a 6-string with stars out on the campfire look. Girl, that don't even come close to the way that it feels when you lean in and kiss me. The way that you dance when you get kind of tipsy. I
Bottom of the fourth inning. Brian Masterson back to work for the Warriors. Delivers a inside pitch. And it's called a strike to Nick Post to lead things off for Lawrence Tech. Inside again, low. 1-1 the count. Post had a single in his first at bat. Was on a 1-2 pitch. Inside again. 2-1.
Masterson seems a little bit frustrated with his control there.
Post a bit hovering over the plate as well. And another pitch inside. 3-1. That one's low for ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Lawrence Tech to begin this home half of the fourth inning.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, second baseman number 12, Brett Reed.
One aboard now for Brett Reed. Struck out in his first plate appearance. Now Reed's going to call time. He's going to head over and talk with his head coach. Probably something he realized about the fielding position. Umpires do have to mark that down as a meeting between player and coaches on the field, so they have to count it. The Warriors turned 2 double plays back in game 1, especially when they needed it the most. One to end an inning and one to nearly got themselves out of it. Shows bunt, pulls it back and looks at a ball low. Stan Eldridge definitely looking deep within his playbook to try to draw up something to create some havoc on the defense of the Warriors. Shows bunt again, and he gets it down in a great location. Masterson with only one play, and the ball is dropped at first.
Wow.
LaRue had it right in his mitt, and it just popped right out.
As you said, just a perfect bunt, and it looked like they would help you out at first. First base
First error of the game by Rochester. Now a big spot here for Cam Hardy. He shows bunt, and he bunts it foul at the plate. Posted second, Reed at first. Hardy flied out in his first at bat. LaRue creeping in on the edge of the grass. Hardy takes a pitch inside that just missed. 1-1 the count. Bateman really over to cover up that hole. Once again, showing bunt, and he gets it down, but it's going to be fouled down that third base line. The count goes to 1-2. So now you're really forcing Hardy to swing the bat here, in which he's made good contact within his last at bat. But obviously, Stan Eldridge trying to play the simple way to get the runners over. Two strike count on Hardy. Now a step off. Masterson keeping an eye on post at second base. That one's popped up, and it's going to go out of play.
Even here, Jimmy Jones Field with all the foul territory, that one was just too far out of play.
Great facility, home of the USPBO and independent league. Another 1-2. Runners go, and pitches outside to throw to third is late. A double steal. And now Hardy on a 2-2 count has a chance to drive in 2 runs. And again, Rochester Christian's going to bring their infield in with nobody out. That one's low and it gets away. Here comes Post, and he's going to score to give LTU the lead. On a wild pitch, it's 4-3.
Ball just took a very tricky hop. Pitcher could not corral it, and LTU now has the lead.
It's now a full count on Hardy. Just missed inside for ball 4. Runners at the corners now with nobody out still.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, center fielder number 22, Joe Sturman.
Ben Moore will be the courtesy runner at first. Top of the order now for Joel Sturdivant. Sturdivant homered in his first at bat and struck out in his second at bat. Now a big chance with nobody out to add on to the LTU lead. Runner first breaks, and that one is sliced into center field. Coming in is Jayerman, and he misplays it. And he gets by him to the warning track. They're going to wave home Moore. And 2 runs score on the double by Sturdivant. It is 6-3, Lawrence Tech.
Well, that's the risk of diving. If you're going to dive, you have to know you're going to get there or at least smother the ball, because he dove and it went by him, and 2 runs are going to score.
And with Ben Moore on the move, he was going to score easily from first. He put the runner in motion, a hit and run, and it pays off. So now runner at second with nobody out. Masterson has yet to record the first out, and we're going to get time on the field, and head coach Scott Kunert is going to make a mound visit, and there is some action about to start in the Rochester Christian bullpen. The Warriors were able to get 6 innings of work out of Kyle Butcher in the first game, despite giving up 6 runs. And now here's the same case with Masterson, giving up 6 runs here in 4 innings worth right now. And we'll probably see how long Kunert is going to go on the leash with Masterson. The inning started with a walk. The inning started with a walk and then an error and then a double steal and a wild pitch that brought home a run. And then a walk to Hardy to put runners at the corners, and then Sturdivant with the big hit in the gap. That sets the stage now for Trent Reed with a runner at second and nobody out. Reed is 1 for 2. Masterson will step off, and he will throw over. Lawrence Tech now with 6 runs on 6 hits. That one is popped up. Shallow center. Perez is backpedaling and drifting over to make the catch. And there is the first out of the inning for Masterson and the Warriors.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, designated hitter number 28, Zach Meyer.
Let's go bring up Zach Meyer, who has been the hot hitter for Lawrence Tech in these 2 games. He had a RBI in his first at bat, then he got hit by a pitch in his second at bat. Sturdivant breaks from second as that one's fouled away. Still trying to play the hit and run, and you definitely should with a guy like Meyer at the plate. A guy who can put the ball in play. You got good speed at second with Sturdivant. You got a good bat in Meyer, so Stan Eldridge's options are all over the place. That one is missing inside for ball 1.
Yeah, you want to keep adding to this lead because every time these 2 teams have delivered a punch today, the other teams come right back with an equally impressive counter punch.
Here's the 1-1. That one is in the hole, and a diving stop by Perez. He has one play. The throw to first is late. A good effort by Perez at short, and Zach Meyer beats it out, and Sturdivant gets the third on the play. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, right fielder number 6, Jake Yanessa.
Raymond Perez III did all he could to keep that ball in the infield and had a good chance to throw at Meyer. And the throw was definitely close enough. So now this is going to set up Jake Yanessa. And Yanessa wants to talk to Stan Eldridge, but instead of wasting another visit, he just looked at Yanessa and said, "You go hit." Yanessa has had a decent bat these 2 games, trying to look to deliver another punch. Yanessa is 1 for 1. An RBI hit in his last plate appearance. Looks at a first pitch, and Meyer breaks for second. The throw to third, and that one gets away. Sturdivant is going to try to score. The throw home is going to be late. Sturdivant does score. There was no safe call initial, but now it's 7-3 on the throwing error. By Grazioli. Zach Meyer broke from first. The pitch was low. Grazioli threw back to third to try to catch Sturdivant off guard, and while that happened, Zach Meyer was able to get himself all the way to third base. Off speed is in there for a strike. So there's Stan Eldridge just going to his playbook of his running options. You send the runner to catch everything off guard. You force a tight window throw to third, which equals in another run. A big swing by Yanessa comes up empty, 1-2 now. Again, the Warriors bring their infield in. 1-2. That one is poked to right. Back is Peterson. Meyer is going to come home. They cut off the throw. The throw home is going to be late. Zach Meyer is able to score on the sac fly by Jake Yanessa, and it's 8-3.
You gotta love the aggression there. I didn't know if that was deep enough, but Jake Meyer's able to score and just get in there.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, first baseman number 10, Jason Earhart.
Last game, Zach Meyer was able to be courtesy ran because he started at the catching position, but as the designated hitter, he has to run for himself, and he pays off in dividends. Now Earhart looks at a first pitch strike. Two outs now in the inning. A 5-run fourth inning for Lawrence Tech as that one misses low and away. Blue Devils got 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and now 5 here in the fourth. That one is up the middle. It hits off of Masterson. Perez with a bare hand throw to first is going to be late. An infield single for Earhart, and now to check on Masterson. He took that right off the back of the heel, and he appears to be all right.
That one was heading up the middle. It's not.
Masterson is walking around the mound and just trying to just walk off the pain. So now a runner at first with 2 outs for Nick McCormick. McCormick has flied out twice in 2 at-bats. But that's just Jason Earhart just powering it up the middle. And that one's fouled away by McCormick on the first pitch. And that's twice in 2 games for Earhart in which he's hit a bullet up the middle in which it's hit the pitcher. He took the glove off of Butcher in the first game and then hit it right back to the heel of Masterson here in game number 2. Front door curveball and a beauty. 0-2 now. Earhart runs. That one is hit into right. And falling down is Peterson. And he's able to make the grab. Jaden Peterson, after stumbling on the backstep, is able to come in and make the sliding grab to end the inning. Not before Lawrence Tech strikes for 5 runs. We head to the 5th inning. 8-3 is the score.
Duffel bag, backseat, my dash, old feet. Those other side of the highway headlights making you shine. Strings on porches, poor boys crying, my blood to the boil. Ain't no fire, I just love the way the light beams in. But I got bad news, I'm fearing Friday again. Choking on some bourbon when you roll up. Sick boy, you gotta face it, you just ain't that tough. There's a house hopping on the edge of town. I'm revved up, thirsty, and ready to drown. I got a feeling.
8-3 ball game as we're into the 5th inning. Ken Madak back to work. Pitched a scoreless 4th after coming in relief to end the threat. Deals to LaRue, and he delivers a first pitch strike. LaRue was on the on-deck circle when Rochester Christian was threatening with 2 runners on, and Madak was able to get a huge strikeout to end it. On the inside corner, and a good pitch for strike 2. Madak ahead in the count. Swung on and missed. Popped out of the mid of Hardy. He has to throw to first. And to complete the strikeout, 3rd strikeout. Make that 4 actually for Madak. And that's how the 5th inning gets underway. Now Grazioli takes a big cut at that off-speed pitch, 0-1. Grazioli has walked and has struck out in 2 plate appearances. That one is flared into left, giving chase his post, and that one is going to head out of play. And again, Madak is ahead in the count, 0-2. Outside, the fastball, 1-2 now. Madak is in his senior year with the squad. Trying to give him the offer on good movement of that off-speed pitch. Now the count evens up at 2-2. That one just missed away. Full count now after getting ahead 0-2. Payoff pitch. Front door. A beauty of a curveball, and strike 3 called. 5th strikeout for Madak, and there's 2 gone.
As you said, he absolutely froze him with that curveball. He knew it. No argument from Rochester Christian at all on that strike 3 call.
The left fielder, Brendan DeFlorio.
Now DeFlorio with 2 gone. Off speed is in there, and the call is a strike. A rather late decision call by the umpire. It's 0-1. On the corner again, and again Madak is ahead 0-2. 3 straight batters in this inning. He has gone to 2 strikes ahead. Up the middle, and that hit off the leg. Reed still has a play, but he missed on the bare hand. And that's going to be a base hit for DeFlorio. And now to check on Madak. That drilled him in the back of the calf.
He's wobbling a little bit.
That has got to feel like a stinger for Madak. And depending on which leg it is, that could definitely impact if he's going to continue in this game.
Yeah,
it seemed to hit him on the right leg, and that's where he's flexing the right leg. So it's not really the plant, it's really not the balanced leg, which would be his left.
Yeah, especially in weather like this where it's a relatively cool spring day, it can really sting. So hopefully he's able to go.
It will give him some warm-up pitches, but definitely for his sake, for it being the landing leg. And he gives the thumbs up, and he appears to be okay. So Madak will try to finish out this inning, and we'll check on him. Madak is able to toughen it out. But a base hit by DeFlorio, the 5th hit for Rochester Christian. A 2-out single in the most painful of ways.
There is action in the LTU bullpen.
Runner goes. Throw down to second is going to be late by Hardy. DeFlorio took advantage of Madak's injury, taking off in that first pitch, catching everybody by surprise. And now, on that strike pitch, the Warriors have a runner in scoring position. Only the 2nd stolen base by the Warriors in these 2 games. Low and inside. You can see Madak trying to flex out the leg. As there's action in both bullpens. That one is skied into center field. In comes Sterneman, battling the wind, still coming in. And that's going to retire the side, but great work by Ken Madak. Even after taking a line drive off the leg, still gets through almost 3 innings of work with 5 strikeouts. We head to the home half of the 5th inning. The score is 8-3.
Did you ever make it back to El Dorado? I called you last, but hell if I know. Think I still got your number if you care. You moved away when you was younger. Was it escape or was it hunger? Kansas ain't no place to be a man. You used to say you'd settle down, that kind girl from school in town. She was gone before you got back home. El Dorado, telephone, if you're still alive, there's a note in the glove box in your car. El Dorado, telephone, the difference in a hero and a man I wish was still by my side. 17 years old, how our grins look scary gray. My mama.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize.
Number 15, Nick Post.
Nick Post will lead things off in an 8-3 game as that pitch misses inside. Post started the inning in the 4th when he walked and eventually came around to score on a 5-run 4th inning for Lawrence Tech. Big cut and miss on the inside pitch. 1-1 the count. Inside again, low. 2-1. Post has a base hit and a walk. Chop foul. 2-2. For Brian Masterson, still remaining out there, having given up 8 runs. That one just misses up, full count. Being 6 earned runs, actually. 1 error as a result of 2 unearned. Swung on and missed. Strikeout at Post starts the frame for Masterson here in the 5th inning. Masterson with his 4th strikeout.
Second baseman, number 12, Brett Reed.
One away now for Brett Reed. And for Rochester Christian head coach Scott Coonert, it would definitely be a good enough will if they can get 2 more innings out of Masterson, as that one's hit on the ground to second to Bateman. His throw is in time, so 1 pitch and now there are 2 gone. Especially if Masterson gets through this inning unscathed, he might be out there for another inning.
I don't know what you heard about me.
Number 5, Brett Hardy.
2 gone now for Cam Hardy. That one inside, had to back him out of there.
Nearly hit him.
Hardy has flied out and he walked in his last at bat. Again, missing low and inside. Masterson continues to miss to the arm side of the plate. That one's chopped foul at the plate. 2-1. This game originally was supposed to start at 4 p.m., but due to the quick first game, a 6-1 finish, the game started a half hour earlier, as that is in there for a strike. 2-2 the count. So everything is moving along even earlier as planned. Masterson with a 2-2 pitch. That one does get him on the elbow, and Hardy is aboard.
Yeah, he was cleared right away of that hitter. The umpire agreed.
Head coach Scott Cooner doesn't think so. Almost like he's saying that he faked it, saying that he did get hit just to get the base. It would definitely be a low move if it was the case, but obviously most players 10 times out of 10 would be honest with the umpires. But Scott Cooner's argument is probably, why didn't you call it right away? You had him tell you that he got hit, and then you agreed. So top of the order now with Joel Sterneman, as Ben Moore comes in to run at first base. And that is going to bring out Scott Cooner to the mound. He has not made a move to the bullpen. He's going to talk to Masterson on the mound. He has Sterneman at the plate. He's had himself a good second game. 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. A home run in his first at bat. And then 2 runs on a double. But for Rochester Christian, they definitely want to reserve as much of their pitching staff as they can for this 4-game series, as they did so well in game 1, having Kyle Butcher go 6 innings worth. Throw back to first to check on Ben Moore. Masterson with his pitch count at 84. That one misses away for ball 1.
The RCU bullpen is active, so I feel he's at the end of his day.
That one misses away again. 2-0. Another throw over. Two outs and a runner at first. Runner breaks. The throw down to second is going to be not in time. A close play. Grazioli put it right there on the bag, and Ben Moore is able to beat it out. Count is 3-0. So now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. 3-0 count to Sterneman. That one it misses for ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk. Sterneman is aboard. And once again, Scott Cooner's going to come out, and he does make the move to the bullpen. So 2 runners are aboard with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that's going to be it for Brian Masterson, who goes 4 2/3 innings, giving up 8 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. We have a pitching change. We'll be right back on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network.
Closing after the end of the 6th inning. If you're hungry or thirsty, please stop by the main concourse.
If you wanna keep it, you've got to change your evil ways. If you wanna keep it.
New pitcher into the ball game for the Warriors of Rochester Christian. And it is Kyle Shagina. Junior right-hander from Chandler, Arizona, but he is a transfer from Mott Community College as he inherits runners at first and second with 2 outs, and he deals with Trent Reed. A throwback to second. Softly, though, over to Bateman to check on Ben Moore. Shagina is making his 11th appearance. He's pitched a total of 16 innings, giving up 16 hits and 20 earned runs. Now it misses low and away for ball 1. So they were not able to get 5 innings of work out of Masterson, as that would have saved at least another inning's worth of their bullpen arms. But now they have to go this early in. Both runners go, and Reed with a pop-up, and it's going to fade out of play. So Lawrence Tech still trying to be aggressive and put on the hit and run. One and one to count. Throw back to second again. Check on Ben Moore.
Did a little bit harder that time, but he was back in there safely.
Moore had a stolen base. And then Sternman with a 4-pitch walk. That one is hit into right center, drifting back into right. Peterson is going to track it down for the final out. So Shagina does his job, comes in and gets the final out. Lawrence Tech leads 8-3. We have played through 5 innings halfway through this second game. Into the visiting half of the 6th inning. New pitcher on the mound for Lawrence Tech is Cole Smith. Smith making his 6th appearance. Will deal with Marco Murillo. This is low and away with the first pitch. Six total innings of work for Smith, giving up a total of 7 hits, only 2 earned runs, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts. That one is in center field. Sterneman got a good read on it, and he puts it away for the first out. Good start to the inning for Smith. 6'10" frame. Another transfer from Mott Community College.
The right fielder, Jaden Peterson.
Now right fielder Jaden Peterson will step in. Off speed is in there for a first pitch strike. On the corner with a fastball at 81. And quickly Cole Smith is ahead, 0-2. When you look at a guy like Smith at 6'10", the deception is there. That one is in to right. Over Ishinesa has to shade his eyes, and he lunges out, and he hauls it in. What a great catch by Jake Yanessa for the second out. Nearly lost it in the sun and dove into foul territory to haul it in.
Yeah, again, the wind is playing tricks on these outfielders, and yeah, it looks like he lost it in the sun, but that effort, you gotta love that effort. He went into foul territory and made a great diving play. And even in an 8-3 ball game, you never know when those plays come back, have a big effect on the game.
Top of the order. That's in the triangle and quickly over, and great coverage by Brett Reed to field the bunt. Earhart with the coverage, but Brett Reed is able to get it. And on the other end, Luke Jayerman tripped over and has hurt himself going over the bag. So we hope that he's all right, as he was really trying to push for a base hit. So that's going to end the inning. We go to the bottom half of the sixth inning, 8-3 ball game.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth inning for the Blue Devils, designated hitter number 28, Zach Meyer.
Lawrence Tech holding on to an 8-3 lead as they look for a doubleheader sweep in the first half of this four-game series. Zach Meyer goes after the first pitch and pops it up. Peterson nearly lost it again, coming in a long way to make the catch. So one pitch and one out for Kyle Shagina as he gets out the red-hot hitting Meyer.
Fielder number 6, Jake Yanessa.
One out now for Jake Yanessa. Shagina came in the previous inning, got the one batter to fly out. They'll have a slide step on that delivery, gets a strike. Chop at the plate, foul, and quickly ahead of Yanessa 0-2. Eight runs on 8 hits, 1 error for Lawrence Tech, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Rochester Christian. High and away. 1-2. Fouled away. These two teams will match up tomorrow, right back here in the Lawrence Tech Sports Network, right back here at Jimmy John's Field. 1 p.m. start for the first game, 4 p.m. start for game 2, depending on how the results go in game number 1. A 1-2. Low and away. 2-2. Low and away again. Full count now after getting ahead 0-2. Here's a payoff pitch. Up the middle and a bullet of a base hit. Yanessa with a 1-out single.
He was absolutely scalded. He knew he had to throw him a strike, and he was sitting all over him.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, first baseman number 10, Jason Earhart.
So now Jason Earhart will step in. Earhart has a couple of runs batted in, one on a sacrifice fly. Bit of an awkward throw over that time by Shigina. A 1-for-2 afternoon so far. Low and in. A half swing on an inside pitch, but it's called a strike. 1-1 the count. Quick throw over to first to check on Yanessa. As by correction, Earhart is 1 out of 3, 2 flyouts, one of those being a sacrifice to bring in an RBI. Even with the middle of the lineup, Stan Otis can still play a lot of games, as that one is by first base into right field. Yanessa is going to go first to third on the single by Earhart, and they have him at the corners with 1 out. LaRue almost had a chance to snare it, but it just got by him. First and third, a setup for Nick McCormick.
Third baseman number 49, Nick McCormick.
McCormick is 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. A huge chance here. And he'll pop it straight up. There's a chance behind the plate. Razzioli is able to haul it in, and there's 2 outs. That's always a difficult play for a catcher. Well, he makes it. And we're going to have a pinch hitter come in, and it's going to be David Eben Ezra.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, pinch hitter number 20, David Eben Ezra.
Only a second plate appearance of the season. Pinch hitting for Nick Post. With a chance to drive in a run. Swinging away early on. A good solid swing, but he fouls it straight back. Sometimes in these later innings, Stan Otis will go to his bench. That one way outside. 1-1. Eben Ezra, another one of these outfield young talents. a soft check over at first. Off speed is just on the corner for a strike. Now 1-2. Earhart takes off, and now there's a play at the plate, and the throw home is late. The aggressive base running pays off to make it a 9-3 game. What an aggressive move right there. Earhart took off before even the pitch was delivered, and when they threw to second, Yanessa broke for the plate.
Yep, extremely aggressive move, and it's boom or bust, and there it was boom. Adds another run for LTU.
1-2 the count on Even Ezra with another chance to get another run. Front door that time with the off speed, and just missed inside. 2-2 the count. Long hold at the mound. That one's chopped, and right back to the mound. Shigina will throw him out. Morstead gets another run to make it 9-3, all via the base running. We move into the 7th inning.
My big brother rode an Indian scout. He was black like his jacket. American spirit hanging out of his mouth. Just like our daddy. He kick-started that bike one night and broke mama's heart. Pointed that headlight west, out where the wild things are. He'd call me up every couple of weeks from South California. Talk about the desert and the Joshua tree. His pretty girl stories. And how we bought an Airstream trailer and a J45 guitar. Said, little brother, you'll love it out here, out where the wild things are. Oh, his heart's on fire and crazy dreams. Oh, the nights ignite like gasoline and light up those streets of never sleep when the
Goldsmith back to work for Lawrence Tech. Now having a 9-3 lead. He was pitched high to Aiden Allspaw. Allspaw with a 0-for-3 stand right now. One of those being a strikeout. Swung on and missed.
You do have to wonder how the shadows at this point in the day might affect the hitting.
As definitely they are showing up, especially within the later innings. Got jammed up and fouled at the plate. 1-2 the count. The sun has been a great factor for all of us here today. It's maintained the mid to low 50s with even all the wind that's been happening, but still a rather greater day for baseball.
Yeah,
Try to go inside.
Especially with all the rain happening here in Michigan lately.
The rain has definitely been a cause factor, postponing a lot of games within the conference to later dates. Inside, and it hits him on 2-2. Goldsmith hits Allspaw, the leadoff hitter.
Just never like to see that. You got ahead of him. You got 2 strikes on him, and then you hit him. Just never like to see that, even with
Second baseman Lucas Bateman.
Both these teams have not played in almost over a week. Rochester was supposed to face U of M Dearborn back early on Tuesday, but all those games got postponed due to the inclement weather. Big cut and a miss by Bateman. He wanted to send that over the wall. Bateman has not been afraid to put on a good, powerful swing. Right in there for the heart of the plate for a strike. 1-2 the count. Bateman with a 0 for 2 night so far. A walk and 2 strikeouts. Nearly got him to chase on a good bender. Count goes to 2-2. Just off the edge, now full count. The Warriors got a run in the first and 2 runs in the third, all via the walks. Outside for ball 4, the runner was on the move and kind of disrupted the timing. So a hit batter and a walk starts off this visiting half of the 7th for Rochester Christian. First walk by Cole Smith after putting a scoreless 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. Two runners on now for LaRue. Looks at a first pitch strike. LaRue with an RBI hit. 3 play appearances. Also has walked and struck out. Off the end of the bat towards second. There's a chance at 2. They go to second for 1, and there's no chance for the double play. Good job by Reed, though, to get it over to second to get the lead runner.
Yeah, getting at least 1 out. Just LaRue hustling out of the box. It was not hit hard enough. So they could only settle for 1.
That puts him at the corners with 1 out. Still a double play chance. That's basically the give and take. If you go to first on that one, it's runners at second and third with no double play opportunity. So it was rather the smart play to do by Brett Reed. Now Grazioli. And they do call it a strike on the lower part of the strike zone. And we're going to get a quick pinch runner. It will be Mason Young to run for LaRue. So Scott Cooner will need to add a little bit more speed to the base pass to try to work their way back within a 6-run deficit. There is action in the LTU pen. Smith to try to finish one more frame. That one's fouled away. 0-2 the count. Grazioli has struck out twice and also walked. Just missed off the edge with the fastball. A good-looking pitch. Well, it's 1-2. Low and in, blocked there by Hardy. 2-2. It would be work of wonder for Stan Eldridge to have his relievers give him 2 innings apiece. Full count now after getting ahead 0-2. Runner goes from first, and that's chopped foul at the plate. Young was moving on the pitch to disrupt the timing. Well, they moved the runner again on another 3-2 with one out to possibly break up a double play. He does not go, and the pitch misses up high for ball 4, and out comes Stan Eldridge. Bases are loaded with one out. Orange Tech holding on to a 6-run lead. And Stan Eldridge telling his infield to back up. He's going to talk with Cole Smith, trying to rally up his tall right-hander. This is almost looking like a repeat of that third inning by Hockendoner, the starter, who only went 2 2/3 and walked 4 batters in a row, and that was it for his afternoon. Smith trying not to do the same.
Yeah, because even with the 6-run lead, you know, this game could get much tighter very quickly. All it takes is one swing of the bat.
And for a team in desperate need of it, still trying to search for their first conference win and losing 15 straight. On the outer edge to DeFlorio. DeFlorio has walks, struck out, and has an RBI hit. That one is served into center field. Sternman coming in. Might bring home a run. The throw comes in, and Earhart's able to cut it off. A run does come home to make it 9-4, but that keeps the runners. That keeps the other runners at first and second. But now there are 2 gone. Lawrence Tech definitely will take that.
Absolutely.
At this point, with the big enough lead, you can start sacrificing runs for outs.
Yep, you're at that point. That doesn't hurt at all. Just a shallow little fly ball. You'll take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday if you're Lawrence Tech.
Off speed is on the edge for a strike. And here's Raymond Perez III. Again into center field. That one got a good solid piece of the barrel. Sternman waits underneath him, hauls it in. So Smith able to work out of the jam, only surrendering 1 run as he has gone for 2 innings of work. Now a 9-4 game. We head to the home half of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch.
I remember sitting at that house, living room couch, thinking no way them boys wouldn't win. Between them big 3 pitchers, Andrew and Chipper, it's gonna be hard to keep up with the Joneses. But as fate would have it, that Atlanta Magic got put out by them damn Padres. I guess destiny ain't always meant to be, kinda like you and me that day. We got close, but close doesn't cut it. Had a good morning, end up another, but a 3-by-5 as you hide in a drawer. We swung for the fences and came up short. Yeah, you win some, you lose some, it ain't always home runs, and that's just the way life plays. If we were a team and love was a game, it would have been the 98 Braves. Had that whole town believing, damn girl, I even had that talk to your dad man to man. But just like that season, girl, you and me didn't end with a ring on a hand. We got close, but close doesn't cut it. Had a good morning, end up another, but a 3-by-5 as you hide in a drawer. We swung for the fences and came up short. Yeah, you win some, you lose some, it ain't always home runs, and that's just the way life plays. If we were a team and love was a game, it would have been the 98 Braves.
seventh inning. Pinch hitter, number 26, Brandon Lewis.
9-4 ball game as we're into the bottom of the seventh inning here on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. The shadows creeping over home plate now. We got a pinch hitter in Braden Lewis taking the spot of Brett Reed. Low and inside by Shigina. Lewis is making his first at bat of the year. Good off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Lewis, a two-way player, has posted a few innings work on the mound this year. A half cut and a late one. 1-2 the count. Inside, turned away from that off-speed pitch. 2-2. That one is served into center field. Coming in is Jerman, and he makes the catch. As by correction, Trace Hudson is in center field now. One gone, though, for Cam Hardy. He swings away, drives it to center again. Hudson on the run, and he's not able to grab it. It goes all the way to the fence. Cam Hardy with a one-out double as he laces that one through the wind.
Yeah, almost an incredible catch out there in center field. From here, I thought he caught it for a minute, just over his head.
Now that was going to be on the center fielder, number 22, Joe Sutherland.
Ben Moore will pinch run. Top of the order now for Joel Sterneman. Had himself a great day so far. 3 RBIs driven in, a half step and a soft throw over. A double, a home run, a walk, and 1 strikeout to his afternoon here in game number 2 as that one's low and in. After putting a good pitching performance back in game 1, comes back with the bat in game 2 as he looks at a strike on the outer edge. 1-1 the count. Another step off and another soft throw. Kind of low effort, but still it's a deception to keep the runners honest. Just off the outside edge. 2-1. Shigina already with a inning and 2/3 work. On the edge that time, got the call. 2-2. Wind continues to howl in from the left center gap. A step off again. And that time with no throw, that's 1 engagement. Rules definitely in place of the engagements and also a pitch clock. A 2-2 pitch to Sterneman. Inside, and it got him. Shigina really tried to power the fastball in there, but got him on the backside. So a hit batter puts 2 aboard with 1 out.
Now that is going to be the 16, Trent Reed.
Nine runs on 11 hits, 1 error for Lawrence Tech, 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors for Rochester Christian. Trent Reed steps in, looks at a pitch inside.
That one nearly hit Trent Reed.
First Ryan Masterson and now Kyle Skina, both missing to the arm side for most part. Another step off and another throw.
These are not very urgent throws over the second base. They're just lobs.
As much as a pitcher can do to keep runners honest, especially in a 9-4 game. That one is laced into the hole and it gets through for a base hit. Moore is around third. He's going to score. The throw comes in. It's an RBI single for Trent Reed, and it's 10-4 Lawrence Tech.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, designated hitter number 28, Zach Meyer.
Still 2 runners on with 1 out for Zach Meyer. And we get a piece of that one. Myers put the ball in play. He also was hit by a pitch. Has come across the score twice. 2 hits and 3 at-bats as the runners were on the move, and the hit and run works to good. Here comes Sturdivant in to score. Zach Meyer delivers again. It is 11-4.
As you said, the hit and run worked to perfection. Just poked that one into the hole, and another run added from LTU. Starting to get away from Rochester Christian.
It is now up to the largest lead of the day so far, which is 7. 13 hits for Lawrence Tech, and for Zach Meyer, his 3rd hit. Now Jake Yanessa. Toss over to first. You never count out Stan Eldridge, though. Even if it's a 7-run lead, he is still willing to push the envelope with the base running. That one just misses low for ball 1. Another throw over to first. The 1-0. On the edge for a strike, 1-1. Yanessa also has 2 hits. One of those being a double and 2 RBIs. There's another throw over. 2 flyouts and 1 being a sacrifice. The top half of this lineup, especially for the heart of the order. Meyer runs as Yanessa took a good hack. Again, they go with the hit and run. Count goes to 1-2. Another throw over. That time Meyer wasn't even off the base when they threw over.
Yeah, they're definitely paying attention to the running game. That one nearly got away.
Grazioli had to reach out and grab it as Meyer faked to fake the run. It's definitely playing of mind games at this point in an 11-4 game.
Yeah, LTU's aggressive base running tactics have definitely gotten in the heads of the Warriors.
Meyer does run, and that one's popped up. A running slide, and no grab for Grazioli. And all the meanwhile, nobody was covering home plate. So again, it's a second attempt on the hit and run. Two and two is the count. One out, runners at first and third. That one is a laser up the middle for a base hit, and another run comes in. And that one's mishandled down center, with no advancement by Meyer. Jake Yanessa with an RBI single to make it a 12-4 game. Three RBIs for Yanessa in this game, 3 hits, and that's going to bring out Scott Cooner. He's going to make another move to the bullpen. We're going to step aside for the moment. Lawrence Tech piling on the runs. It is now an 8-run game. New pitcher on the mound for the Warriors. It's the lefty senior Ian Netterhouse. Making his 7th appearance. He has pitched only 5 innings of work, giving up 11 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And he deals with Jason Earhart with 2 runners on and 1 out. Delivers a fastball in there for a strike. Morstead trying to add on to this lead. Earhart in three at-bats is 2 hits, an RBI, strikeout, and a sacrifice fly. That one hits the edge that time. Earhart shows a little disagreement. 0-2 now. That one is thrown wildly to the backstop. Both runners will advance. And that will eliminate the possible double play chance for the Warriors to get out of the inning. And this will more than likely bring the infield in again. A wild pitch. Infield remains back, about medium depth. 1-2 pitch. Just off the edge. 2-2 now. 12 runs, 14 hits for Lawrence Tech. A 3-run 7th after a 5-run 4th. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Earhart strikes out. 2 gone now. He's going to leave it up to Nick McCormick.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, third baseman number 49, Nick McCormick.
McCormick is 0 for 4 with 4 flyouts. That one misses low and inside for ball 1. McCormick has had his chances with runners in scoring position and has not yet been able to cash them in.
See if he can get a big hit here to extend this lead.
A swing and a right. Peterson has to trail it, and he makes the catch on the run. That'll end the inning. So Niederhaus comes in and puts out the Flames. Lawrence Tech puts 3 across to make this an 8-run game. We head to the 8th inning here in game number 2. Top of the 8th inning, a 12-4 ball game. LTU looking for the early doubleheader sweep and take 2 games out of this 4-game series. Anthony Brohl takes over on the mound for the Blue Devils, delivers a pitch low to Marco Murillo. Brohl is making his 7th appearance of the season. Delivers a pitch that just missed low again. 2-0 the count. Brohl is definitely another one of those relievers trying to get back on track. 9 total innings of work, 18 hits allowed, 13 earned runs. Swung on and fouled. 2-1 the count. 5 walks and 11 strikeouts, giving up five doubles and 4 home runs within those 9 innings of work so far throughout the season. 2-1. High, now 3-1. At this point for the pitching staff and pitching coach Jimmy Mancuso, head coach Stan Eldridge, it is all about just getting outs.
Yeah, you don't want to give RCU any sort of confidence or any sort of hope that they can come back and win this game.
That's definitely not the way to do it with a leadoff walk. And for head coach Scott Kuhnert, he's looking to add some speed game on the base paths. A couple of pinch runners.
Pinch hitting number 14, Reese Umfarsky.
In addition to a pinch runner, we're also going to get a pinch hitter as well. Reese Umfarsky, junior two-way player from Linden, Michigan. Off speed is cut on a miss, a half cut by Umfarsky. Quickly 0-1. Quick throw over to first. Swung on and missed. Another good off-speed pitch down low, and quickly Roll is ahead 0-2. Fastball just misses outside. Bumped it in there at 83 for ball 1, 1-2 the count. Dylan Fleming is the pinch runner at first, sophomore infielder from Plymouth. Down low, good block there by Hardy. 2-2 now. That one is chopped right in front of the plate, and they're going to call it a foul ball. Hardy pounced on it, could have had a chance at second.
Yeah, it looks like he was going to go to first, though, but they called it foul.
At this point for Lawrence Tech, the defense is just basically just getting outs. If they got to do it the simple ways, then they can, as the shadows are creeping over home plate. Another 2-2. Off speed is popped up, and I mean straight up. Hardy disposes of the mask and makes the catch.
So there is one of those big outs that they just got. Keeps the runner at first.
The left fielder, Trace Hudson.
Eight total walks by Lawrence Tech pitching today, 10 strikeouts. Off speed is in there for a strike. Trace Hudson, who came into the game to replace Jayerman in center field. Jayerman got tripped up while running to first. As a quick throw over. Hudson had the start in game 1 at second base, has moved over to the outfield. That one's popped up. There might be a chance Earhart is over, but this one goes out of play as the wind continues to carry on. 0-2 the count. Two and a third innings from Hockendoner to start. 2 2/3 from Madak. 2 full innings from Cole Smith. Now Brohl to try to finish out this 7th frame as that one is shot foul down the line. Make that this 8th frame. Oh, 2 again. That one is sliced in the right, but that one's going to carry into foul ground, and it's going to carry off the screen. Yanessa was hugging the line a bit, realizing the late swing. Still had a good read. Hudson is able to keep his at bat alive with 3 straight foul balls. Just low and away. 1-2.
Yeah, that one just missed the strike zone.
Down the line again, and it goes foul.
Good battle here.
Hudson definitely putting his bat to use. Continuing on. One-two pitch again. That one's up the middle. Reed with a chance to flip to second, took a bit late, and that's going to cost them. Reed could not get out of the glove fast enough, and that cost the double play chance.
Designated hitter,
Yeah,
Aiden
just
Alstra.
maybe got caught in his glove a little bit. At least they got the out at second, but because of the late turn, it cost them a chance in the double play. So, for LTU's sake, LTU's hoping that that doesn't come back to cost them, even with a 9-run lead.
So there's 2 outs now. Aiden Alspa. That one is a chopper to third. Nick McCormick fires across, and that will end the inning. We have played 8.5, 7.5 rather. We go to the bottom half, the home half of the 8th inning. 12-4, Lawrence Tech leads.
When it comes to hitching the boat up, backing down the ramp in my old truck to find a bunch of laws, to catch a bunch of hogs. Yeah, I wrote the book, yeah, I wrote the book. If you wanna learn to throw a curve right, catch it clean up, looking on the 3rd strike, talk a little smack while he's walking back. Yeah, I wrote the book. The one that lays by the lamp on the nightstand. One that says don't cuss and don't fight. Or let the bottle turn you into a different man. But damn if I don't do it every Friday night. Those get you in it.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Now back to the Blue Devils left fielder number 15, Nick Post.
Nick Post to lead things off. Home half of the 8th inning in game 2. That one hits the inside corner from the strike. New pitcher for the Warriors is Dominic Mannion, senior southpaw, making his 4th appearance. Now misses high and away for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Mannion has pitched 5 innings total. Has given up 5 hits, 9 earned runs, and has definitely had some command issues. 10 walks within those 5 innings of work. Drops the off speed in there for a strike. 1-2 now. Post has struck out, walked, and has a hit. Inside again, just missed. 2-2. That one is fouled. Post able to get a piece. Two. Just missed high. Full count now, and the ball is thrown into the outfield. Despite the defensive miscues for Rochester, they have been more sound in this game. 4 errors in the first game, 2 only thus far in game number 2. Earned themselves 4 runs on 5 hits. Lawrence Tech just piling on the hits and piling the runs, 12 on 14. Here's a payoff. Way behind, that's ball 4. Another walk for Post, and he will lead it off. We're going to get a pinch hitter. This is Brett Delecki.
Pinch hitter number 11. Correction, number 17, Brett Delecki.
And meanwhile, the ball is thrown away. Time was not called, and Post is going to take second base. So a costly mistake by Mannion as he tried to get Post off guard, but then he just threw it low.
Yeah, just when we were saying they were playing a more sound game, they have that critical mistake that allows the runner to get to second base.
That one's low and inside. Delecki is pinch hitting for Brett Reed. And Delecki hitting a solid 200 in 5 total plate appearances. Has a hit and a run batted in. Correction, 1 total base. That one way outside. And Grazio had to really lunge out to grab it. Delecki also in his senior year from New Boston Huron. Outside, 3-0 the count. That one misses low, a 4-pitch walk. Back-to-back walks by Mannion to start his bottom half of the 8th.
Yes, it was command.
I don't know what you heard about me. But it can't get a dollar out of me.
So nobody out, 2 runners on. That's going to bring up Cam Hardy. Hardy's had solid contact from most of the contest. Now misses way high and away.
He's missing badly now.
Hardy had a double in his last plate appearance as that off-speed pitch misses wide. Mannion continues missing arm side, falling towards the third base side. Hardy's also been hit by a pitch and has walked. Joe's bunt, pulls back and looks at a strike. 2-1 now. Solid swing on the off speed. 2-2 now.
Very off balance swing there.
Kind of see the back foot drop off. Two on, nobody out. That one is softly hit in the center field for a base hit. They're going to send home post. And they're throw it back to second. And back in there is DeLucky. Cam Hardy with an RBI single to make it 13-4.
Even though they have a comfortable lead, these LTU
Now batting for the Blue Devils, center fielder number 22, Joe Sturman.
Third RBI of the season for Cam Hardy. 15 hits now for Lawrence Tech, and that's going to turn the lineup over to Joel Sturman, who's had a field day at the plate. That one misses low for ball one. Two hits, 3 RBIs, a home run, and a double as part of those hits. In the inside edge for a called strike, 1-1. That one is popped up. Lorette is able to make the grab in foul territory. That's the first out.
big out for Christian.
And gets his first batter retired. Retired batter, I should say.
Number 16, Trent Reed.
That's going to bring up Trent Reed with runners at first and second. This is outside for ball one. Again, high and away. Mannion continues to miss arm side. As that throw got wild away, and good backup by the middle infield.
And making sure that didn't go into center field.
Reed has had 5 plate appearances, 2 hits, an RBI on that double, 3 flyouts. Takes it a strike in the outside edge to make it 2-1. Shadow's really creeping across almost to the front side of the mound. Two one. Hey, way inside, backed him out of there. Reed, after seeing how many of his own teammates have gotten hit by pitches, elects not to try to get hit. 3-1 the count. That one's outside for ball 4. Another walk for Mannion. So that's going to load the bases with 1 out. Grazioli is going to come out to talk to his pitcher because they realize what's ahead, and that being Zach Meyer. Meyer in 4 at-bats has a total of 3 hits, a run batted in, has been hit by a pitch, only 1 flyout. His bat-to-ball skills are just incredible to watch. And keep keep in mind the fact that he's hitting in the 3 spot in this game, and he was hitting in the 5th spot back in game 1. So Stan Eldridge really trying to flip-flop around his lineup to give him the most offensive production.
Yeah, and he's done a masterful job of that today. With a lead this big.
Infield is in. Outside for ball 1. There's a bullet, and it gets over Perez into left center field. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Dalecki scores, and that's going to be an RBI single, and that is going to be the mercy rule. After 8 innings, Lawrence Tech has scored their 14th run for the 10-run difference, and they take the first 2 games of this 4-game series, a doubleheader sweep today. Your final in game number 2 is 14-4. Travis Harris, you've seen a lot of offense in this second game. 14 runs on 15 hits.
Oh yeah, LTU brought their hit and shoes today, and everyone pitched in. And in game 1, they played a much cleaner game. And then RCU, and today they just out-hit them. Finally, it brought up a mercy rule. So good doubleheader sweep for LTU to get back on track.
Lawrence Tech is able to redeem themselves after dropping 2 home games against Northwestern Ohio. They get 2 to start off this 4-game series against the Warriors of Rochester Christian. Both these teams will be right back here tomorrow at Jimmy John's Field. John Stone and Travis Harris signing off for now. We encourage you to tune in tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Rochester Christian and Lawrence Tech to finish out the 4-game series. Thank you for joining us, and have a good day.